Welcome back to the X3 Lifestyle YouTube channel. If this is your first time, welcome. We hope you enjoy this. And if you're back, hey, that's awesome. We're growing. So this week, last week, we actually did not have 2 viewers. We had, I think, 5 views. So this week we're shooting for 15 views. We did skip a week in between the post, and we're trying not to do that. That was one thing we set out to not do, and we're working on it. So everybody bear with us. But this is the second day, and we're just going to jump right into us finishing up this clearing. We piled some brush. We've got the mulchers coming up that are going to take care of that brush, and then we're going to do the perimeter of the pasture and get it cleared out. So you guys get ready and let's jump into it. We're going to be finishing up on this job today. Due to this property's got just a ton of springs on it, and we down in the bottom where we tied into the trail system, there's just too much water. So we're not going to waste any time. Once these springs dry up, they usually dry up on this property, end of April, 1st of May. And then we'll be able to come back in and bring in the fill material we need to finish up the slopes. But there's just no need to waste money right now. That's just making a huge muddy mess down in the bottom. So sometimes it's better just to back off, take a minute. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down. There's a big rock that we're going to get out to use for some landscaping projects down here, and we're going to ease in through the dry area, pick it up, bring it out, and then we're going to get a little bit of stuff out of this slope that's still left over. At some point, folks just piled, I'm sure you saw, as if you're watching this video, folks just piled in a bunch of old concrete and pipe and all kinds of stuff. So and I guess folks a lot of times think, well, nobody's ever going to see it, but we saw it. We absolutely saw it, and it is a mess. So you can see all the water. We got a spring that comes out here, and then we got a couple that come out down below, and it is I'm going to back up. Actually, I'm going to go over a little further. We got water here. We got water everywhere. I think we can sneak right through here without making too much of a mess. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of rock in this thing. So it's pretty stable. But you can see they put all kinds of trash in this slope. So not desirable. So what we're doing here is just going ahead and getting the rest of this stuff out of the bank. There's some huge cedar logs in here that were somewhat deteriorated, but went ahead and got those out too, so we didn't have any problems. And then this giant rock that's going to be used for a landscaping project, trying to get it out of there without busting it. Just taking a little bit of caution with it. Hey, it's a rock, right? But we don't want to start chipping away at it and have it break in half or anything. So I was able to actually kind of put it up on a ramp of dirt and get under it and move it. And then we we got it up top, moved these other few things around. Uh, had about 3 nice rocks for a landscaping project that we're going to use. But we went ahead and cleaned off the rest of this, out the rest of that slope with those big logs, and then we actually took them over to the far side of the property, or this part of the property, where the owner had done some trees. They'd cut some trees and kind of laid them on a slope. And we cleaned those up, pushed them down a little further, took these couple of logs over there with it, and that's where we actually ended up. We had all this brush piled there, and we ended up mulching it in place. You'll probably see that a little later here. I'm going to try to put that in this video so we can cover everything that we've done so far. As we talked about in the beginning, we have decided to wait, just finish this up. If you're seeing this, it's the 1st of May, actually May the 3rd when this is coming out. So I was at the property yesterday and still got the springs are still fairly active, so we're going to give it a few more weeks. We've had quite a bit of rain here lately, so that's keeping everything going. And you can see where you can see the pile to the right. So that's all the new stuff. This is the old stuff that was cut. The owner cut and laid it off the hill. So we ended up getting most of this pushed down the hill and brought some of the mulch in that we had piled up and put it along the edges here. So it looked much better once we got through. We're going to finish dressing the top of this slope up, and we're going to then clean the top and the far slope, get all the roots and everything gathered up. The bucket that we're using on the skid steer it's a rock bucket grapple. So the tines are closer together than in your traditional grapple or root rake. So you can pick up a lot of material, but then still sift through it. So you can hold the smaller roots and rocks and things in the bucket, and but still be able to get all the stuff out of the way, save the dirt you want. In my opinion, yeah, it works great for what we do. Everybody has their preference, and it depends on what work you're doing. There's no one, one solution fits everything. There's just not. But in our for our uses, it does a great job. And we'll go over to the other slope, and we're gonna just start at the top, and we're gonna go back and forth until we get the roots all gathered up and get everything smoothed out. And that's the nice thing about this bucket too, is you can get the grading effect with this bucket. Again, because of the narrower tines, so we're able to grade, get our final grade, smooth it up, get all these roots gathered up. And what we're going to do is we're just going to make a berm down at the bottom of this slope, and that way it'll help with the water and any of the runoff until we get back and finish up this bottom. But we will put seed out, and that will help tremendously also. Turned out to be a beautiful afternoon, and what a difference just a couple of days make. These slopes are going to look great when we get that material in here and get those graded. Just going to be a difference. It was so worth it. When you get to sit back and look at this, it never gets old. I don't care how long I've been doing it. I know we're pleased with it. I'm sure the owners are going to be. So we're going to transition into a few days from now. Here we are, beginning the mulching. And what we're going to do, we're going to have, you can see this pile coming up on the kind of center of the screen, center to the right. That's all the brush that we had cleared out from the previous couple of days. So we're going to have that mulched up, and the owner had cleared that. That's the hillside I'd mentioned earlier that they had cleared. So we're going to mulch all that up and then put some of that mulch along that brush you saw earlier in the video that I was kind of getting all that organized over there. That's great. Looks great in between there. So open. The barn there on the right, we just finished that gambrel barn. You'll see some posts that we've done. There was an old original barn. There was a farmhouse where the cabin is now. You see where the fire pit and the cabin. we took the old farmhouse down. It was not savable. And then that old Gambrel barn was the same way structurally. It was just not savable. So we just finished that first of the year. March, I believe, is when we finished it up. But the cabin and this barn that's in the center of the video now, they were done together. And this property has just been, the transformation has just been incredible. It was a beautiful property. When our real estate company, when X3 Land Group sold this property, it was a beautiful property already, so much potential. These plateaus and the valleys, it's 340 acres, so a lot of diversity here. But it's been great to see this transformation, and you can see the perimeter of the pasture, what a difference it makes just coming in here. This stuff just closes in on you over the years, and so every few years it's great to come in and kind of get it all pushed back and buy yourself a little more room. I think in this case the mulcher is probably your best scenario for doing this, is with a mulcher. You know, you can come in and clear the brush just like we did previously or in the last few days. But you're going to have to pile it, and then you're going to have a mulcher come in, or you're going to have to burn it. In this case, when you're trying to open areas up, you know, you can bring this mulcher in, and it takes care of everything at one time. It leaves a great finish if you've got some good guys that know what they're doing. Charles is with Wilson Excavating. He's been working with us for years. We do not mulch. Honestly, it's rough on your machines. These guys, that's the reason they charge what they charge. It's hard on the equipment, and so it is expensive, but it's well worth it because you don't have to come back and do anything with, you know, the brush that you've cleared, the trees that you've cleared. It is truly, in this situation, it's the way to go. Every situation is different. Every project is different. Sometimes it's it's important, depending on what you're going to do with the land, it's important to get the trees, the roots, everything up at one time. Sometimes it's like this. We just want it cleared where we can keep it looking good, keep it bush hogged. This we're going to come back and see in just a few minutes. This area, we come back and we turn this mulch over, get the big pieces, get them knocked out and ground up really fine. And then you saw in the video earlier where I was pushing all the trees up, I took some of the mulch down, put along the edges of those trees. All that stuff will decay. We're going to wrap this one up here. Don't forget to take a minute and go to thex3lifestyle.com. That's the website where you can find out all about our companies and what we do. There are links there. So if you need something on the real estate side or the construction side, or something you want to order something from our outdoor store, that'd be great. This video is sponsored by us. So we appreciate everybody checking us out, and we're just having fun with this, and hope you guys are too. We'll be back with another one.